What's up, Steeler Nation? Thanks for joining us. Cold as Steel podcast. This is our first video, so we're just going to take a minute to reintroduce ourselves so we could put a face to the voice that you've heard on the past two episodes. Thank you for the support, by the way. I'll start off. I am DJ. Moved up to Alaska because of the Air Force last September. Originally from Pittsburgh and diehard Steelers fan. And if you've heard it, if you heard the other two episodes, you know I'm a diehard Steelers fan and you know the level. But now we just want you to see this is where we hang out every weekend. This is where we watch the games. And we'll introduce everybody and then we'll just kind of get into our thing. Doug?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm Doug. I'm the Deontay Johnson hater that some of you have commented on. I'm not a hater, though. But anyhow, like DJ said, I also got stationed up here a few years ago. And, again, I think the three of us are diehard Steeler fans. And this is where we watch it, except where the camera is right now. So you have the point of view of where we're standing when we watch the games on the TVs back here, but it's a good time. We usually bring over food every week whenever Steven's here.
Standing, because we never once sit down.
I try to.
We can't.
Maybe
I
when
still
our
remember.
heart rate
yeah,
gets
I
too
started-
high, you kind of have to.
Remember when I started sitting down?
Yeah.
Because every time I would sit down, we would do good, and then I'm like sitting there like,
Yeah, we
Holy
told you
Brought
not to
a
move.
blanket.
yeah, the blanket. I was cold.
Yeah.
I
That
was
was
cold.
a good luck charm.
Yeah,
I
but
think. I can't remember.
yeah, that's me and Steven.
What's up, guys? I'm Steven. I've been here all my life in Alaska. Moved to Eagle River a couple years ago and built this. Once I saw how wide and open the garage was, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm going to make a man cave in here. And I got lucky enough to be able to share it with these guys as the time went on, just kind of meeting them over the time period of being here. And, yeah, like Doug and DJ were saying, we just chill in here and watch the game. Well, chill is an understatement. We freak out in here and watch all the games.
Very loud.
Sometimes we even watch the Cowboy games.
After.
Jeremy?
If there's time.
If they're playing. Yeah.
If there's time.
Oh, there's always time. There's always time. What's up, Steeler Nation? I am the accepted Cowboys fan, Jeremy. I moved up here a couple years ago by choice. Just wanted to move up here to Alaska and befriended these fellas, and we hang out and watch football together, and I've accepted them for their Steelerness. It's been great. It's been great. And they've accepted me for my Cowboy love. And it's been awesome.
It's been hard.
But awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard but awesome. But just to recap, we talked about free agency and the moves that we've been making, players we've gotten rid of, players we've got, and we've kind of dove into a couple other NFL topics. But this week we were going to talk about – we didn't give Steven any time to –
Nope.
We didn't give you any time to think about it. But you're –
No.
Doug and I
So I
already
guess you can
pre-gamed
go
it.
last.
So I
Yeah,
was
we'll go
in
last.
Vegas over last weekend for a buddy's wedding. Congratulations, Ryan and Audra.
Shout out.
And they kind of game planned this week's podcast without me. But that was kind of my fault because I'm the one who left.
It's like 10 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
it was about 10
Oh,
minutes
it
before
was
he came
really?
over
You
here.
just
Yeah.
walked in and figured
We
it out.
had the idea, and then we had that moment to think about it. But
Oh.
I guess we'll let you go last then, so you can
I'm
think
ready.
about
I'll
it.
go whenever.
All right.
What are we're
DJ,
doing
you
the Mount Rushmore?
Steeler, Mount Rushmore.
Now, are we going all the way back, or are
All
we
the
going
way-
maybe like
all of it.
2000s?
Do you just want to, do you want to do like
I think if
dealer's
it's the,
choice? I don't know how.
if it's the Mount Rushmore,
I know,
it's the
but-
whole kit and caboodle, right? Wouldn't you agree?
I
How-
agree.
It makes it harder,
Yeah.
which is funner.
That's the
It'll-
point.
It'll
Right.
be, it's very, very difficult to do. And then after we're done, we'll get the Cowboys' take on it too, because
Yep.
we all know
Fair.
Cowboys players, so
Fair.
we'll see where they land.
So let's see it.
All right.
Hear it. See it. Hear
So
it.
I'm up first. Let's go. I have to go Big Ben. There is no way he doesn't land as the first person. Second player, see, it's going to be all recent players because
That's what I was saying.
we're not that we weren't that old to live those glory days with some of those
Well,
teams.
I mean, we'll have debates
I
about
know.
it after too.
But second, Jerome Bettis.
Mm.
There'll never be another like him. There will never be another running back
Mm.
that can get 5 carries for 1 yard and 3 touchdowns. Like there is never ever going to be another bust.
No. Actually, the first time I was in Pittsburgh, I met him at his grill.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Was he
I
nice?
Oh yeah, he was like, yeah, let's take a quick picture. He was with his family. I kind of felt bad. I didn't interrupt, but on his way out, I was like, hey, can I get a picture with you? I'm from Alaska. He's like, yeah, make it quick. I was like, all right, I'll make it quick. Snapped one. The rest is history.
That's dope.
So
It was really cool.
real quick before I do that, since I'm from Pittsburgh, I've gone to a couple of the training camps because it's in the area, and the one we went to, Jerome Bettis came over. He's signing autographs. I'm a little kid. I run down with my Jerome Bettis card, and I'm trying to push through the crowd, and he sees, a whole bunch of adults swarming in to try to get an autograph, and then he sees kids behind them just trying to even just get a glimpse,
Mm-hmm.
and he literally parted the seas.
Like some Moses shit.
Yeah, and I'll never
what's
forget
up.
it because
That's
he's like,
what's
no, kids first. Took my card, autographed it. It's in a safe over my house right now. I'll display everything in the world Steelers. That card is in a safe
It's in a
because
safe. Do you have insurance on it?
I should get it.
The Immaculate Reception Ball is in a humongous safe.
It is.
Watched a documentary on it.
It's in Pittsburgh.
really?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Huh.
So you got Ben, Jerome.
Okay.
We'll take it to I'm gonna put Heath Miller on there. I'm putting Heath.
I wish I had a notepad so I could remember and write all these things
Yeah,
down.
I mean I'll remember, but I have to put Heath on there. He is the first. He's the first guy I can remember for the tight ends for the Steelers that he was just so reliable. There was never a time if Ben threw it his direction, like the crowd was just shocked if he dropped it, even if it was a circus catch. He was just so reliable, and he was always healthy. Like he was always there. So I have to put him up there. So that's 3. Is there only there's only 4? This is ridiculous.
That's why it's supposed to be hard.
And I liked Levon Kirkland.
That's a surprise.
I did. I liked it. He was tough. That was like when I was starting, when I was young, but I was starting to like follow the Steelers. Kevin Green, Levon Kirkland, like those were the guys that were just destroying quarterbacks.
He went to the Seahawks.
No. Are we
Yeah.
doing the
So
Mount
did
Rushmore like fan favorites? Or are we doing?
That's why I have issues with
Yeah,
this.
because I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no way Kirkland beats out
yeah, but it stands out to me. That's why I said this is like
fan favorite.
it's too
Okay.
I mean, to each their own. Everyone has their own Mount Rushmore.
Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, if we go stat wise, Terry's
It's like
on there before
everybody
Ben.
from
Yeah, it's
the
the
70s,
entire-
basically.
Not
He's,
necessarily.
no, he's not.
If we go stat wise, yeah,
Stat wise,
he is.
Ben has better stats than
Yeah.
Terry.
I think Ben was better. Terry.
Oh,
had
you're
a
talking
way
just
better
Super
defense.
Bowls. Super
Was
Bowls.
Talking
that was
stats.
defense.
It was.
I mean, Terry was great.
Ben had quite the defenses for his Super Bowl wins
Yeah,
too.
he did, but not like his. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I'm not from the '70s, so it's hard to.
Yeah, we're not
So, like,
old.
We should have watched film.
Should I watch film before this episode?
should have
Yeah,
watched film.
but the linebacker, like that's what gets you. As a little kid, you see them just smashing the quarterback,
Right.
like, and that's who I remember.
Okay. That's
Fair enough.
valid.
So you got Kirkland,
Kirkland.
Miller, Ben, and Jerome.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. I'll go. If you want me to go? Do you want me to go?
No, you're fine.
Ben.
Yeah, I think we could just all say Ben's
Yeah, Ben.
on there. Yeah.
Secondly would be Franco Harris.
Over Jerome.
I love Jerome. That's when I first started watching just like him. It was Jerome, the bus, everything, and it was really cool. Loved it. But I just, Franco, with the history that's around him and everything he did for the city and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's like one of the, maybe the biggest playoff win in Steeler history against the Raiders.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Had to have been.
Right. It was.
Wasn't it? Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, they
Take
make
us to our first
documentaries
Super
about
Bowl?
that game.
Yeah.
It's still the number one ranked play in NFL history.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was, we were supposed to lose and didn't. There was a lot of controversy behind it, but third, I would have to go. I can't go any more offensive players because it's Steelers.
It's hard, right? I don't.
Yeah, really, they should all be defense, to be honest.
I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, Steven. I'm gonna have to go Palomalu
Why are you sorry?
because I didn't
That's
want
an
to take
honor.
one of yours. I didn't.
We're
I
all
didn't want to
picking Ben.
take. I mean, just
Don't
I
worry
think-
about it. Pick who you want,
he's arguably one of the greatest strong safeties in the history of the game.
without a doubt.
So I mean, it's hard to even not say it.
Yeah.
And then fourth, I don't want to do the typical like Mean Joe or anything like that because again, we're not from the 70s. But
I think this is more of a fan favorite, Mount Rushmore.
no,
Because Mean Joe would be up there. He's like the number one.
I don't
Yeah.
think he. I don't
Fan
think
favorite.
He was. I think.
Jeremy, Mean Joe Green.
I mean, Mean Joe Green he's just a legendary player.
He is, but in his
He's transcended through the eras. Of
he has
football.
been. Everybody. Well, I think the commercial did it too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a commercial.
The Coke commercial.
Yeah.
Where he throws him his jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna go Palomalu.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's solid.
Ben Franco Palomalu.
Right. And then I'm gonna go. I'd have to say. See, I'm in a toss up of linebackers because I got to throw in a linebacker now. And in my mind right now, I'm thinking Joey Porter. I'm thinking Jason Gilden. I'm thinking those two stand out. I can't. No one can say TJ because he's not done yet.
Why not?
He's
Dude,
not done.
I
yet.
guarantee in like 10 years, everyone's going to be like,
Maybe,
boom, Mount
but
Rushmore.
right now,
Okay,
yeah,
right now.
yeah, right
Right
now.
now, fair
And
enough.
so
The linebackers are ridiculous.
Yeah, because you got James Harrison too. He was freaking phenomenal.
Oh, I thought of this earlier. I have to go through. This sounds like blasphemy. I have to go 3 offensive players. Hines Ward.
Yeah. That's when you were talking about Heath Miller being reliable and dependable and always there. And
Right.
it's Hines Ward, man.
He's my favorite player of all time.
Yeah.
I wish
He's
we'd have kept him
always-
forever.
Yeah.
Always smiling. Just he played his heart out. He
Just
loved
the blocks.
football. He
I liked
loved
his
football
blocks
so
more than
much.
his touchdowns.
Yeah. When he freaking knocked Ed Reed out.
Oh, and then called for help.
Yeah.
And then called
Yeah.
for help. But
He's
yeah.
like, I just knocked this guy out. Come
Yeah.
help. Come help him.
Okay.
Man, you guys, so you kind of listed a couple. You got Ben. You got Troy. I don't know how you haven't added Mean Joe.
I explained it.
Yeah, but I still don't. I don't know.
For me, it was him. It was
If we're
hard.
fan favorite, we're going Ben, Troy, Ward. This is where I'm stuck now.
Fan favorites. I mean,
And then it'd have to be Bettis. It'd have to be
Yeah,
the bus
that-
for
yeah.
the fan favorite. The all-time Mount Rushmore. Just
but that only goes back to like the 70s. That's why that one's like,
what do you mean?
or the 90s. That's why that one's
Mm.
hard.
We're forgetting Woodson too.
I was
I
going to
know.
say
I
Woodson.
know.
Phenomenal.
So you got Woodson.
It's like, can we double Mount Rushmore?
I was gonna say we need a sub layer Mount Rushmore.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I think you have to go down to who did the most for their team. Woodson never won a Super Bowl.
No.
He went to the one in 96.
I would have to go back. I would have to be. It would be Ben Roethlisberger, Troy Polamalu, Mean Joe Green, and Lynn Swan.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Lynn Swan,
Lynn Swan.
like watching highlights of him when I was a kid, I almost went and took ballet because he did that,
Yep.
and he was freaking it was ridiculous what he was doing, jumping out of bounds and then falling back in bounds. It was
the catch over
Yeah.
that. Oh, what team
He
was
was
that?
the.
Oh yeah,
he
what
was-
team? What team was that? That
They
one
were
catch where he was
white
falling
and
down.
blue, silver pants.
Yeah, do you remember that?
White
Well, you
and
might
blue.
not remember, but the highlights of it.
White and blue. God, white and blue.
Yeah, I know, right?
Beautiful ball from Terry.
Yeah.
Right into his hand.
But yeah, what you were saying about Rod Woodson though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. That one backfired.
Yeah,
on us.
I know. Immediately, I was like, "Oh."
What happened when he didn't win a Super Bowl?
In
Why?
1996,
Yeah.
because they paid off Neil O'Donnell to win.
Okay.
Don't worry, I had that one in the
That's
chamber.
that's
Don't worry.
That's Neil O'Donnell was
Yeah.
part of his mouth.
Yeah, that's
I know.
exactly.
Yeah, he's one of your MVPs.
Yeah.
He's like Troy Aikman,
So
Emmitt
Neil
Smith,
O'Donnell.
Marvin, Irvin, and Neil O'Donnell.
Can we get into that later on?
What about
Since
it?
he's here, that Super Bowl, just touch on it. I just want to get
That's
his
fine. I was
views.
3 when it was on.
I was
haven't
gonna
even
say,
watched the
though,
whole thing
as
because
a-
I said F it.
As
Yeah.
like an outsider of like looking in, Lynn Swann is like getting into football. He was always one that was just, again, like me and Joe Green, always transcendent among the eras of football. So I mean, I was surprised that he wasn't listed.
It's hard.
He was in the
Surprised
he
me.
was in
Well,
there.
Yeah, no, when you said that,
Okay.
like,
You're
I-
talking Stallworth.
I want to list
You have
all
You
of
know,
them.
I swear to God, I have his rookie card somewhere.
well, when you said Heath Miller over like Hines Ward or
I want to save that
Swann.
one, Jeremy. Let's not dive into that
Yeah.
just yet because I want to destroy DJ's list. I don't.
Damn.
Wow.
Not destroyed. I just
That
have
was harsh.
questions. I just have questions.
Not destroy. I
Wow.
want to destroy his.
But for me,
it's out of
and the
love.
Cowboys, it's the triplets because that's who I grew up watching.
Yeah, Neil
and I
O'Donnell.
fell in love with them. And my first jersey ever was Deion Sanders
Oh
Cowboys.
man, yeah.
So that's who it is for me. I just love them.
That's so easy for you. You hit, those are like the only.
Well, there's
4
not going to be
players
any
in
recent
Cowboys
ones.
History.
There's not going to be any recent ones.
I know that's I'm just making a joke about
Yeah.
Cowboys. Sorry, Jeremy.
I mean, there's definitely recent ones. DeMarcus Ware would be up there for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Right. I thought we
Right.
meant since like success to the franchise.
Micah Parsons,
Yeah.
Penn State.
Oh, that's why.
That's why.
That's why.
Yeah.
Should have been a Steeler.
So you want to just rip into?
Yeah, go
No,
ahead.
I don't want
Yeah,
to rip
just
in. I
go
don't want to
ahead.
rip
You
in.
said I
just-
want to destroy.
Yeah.
So you went Ben. No
Done.
arguments there because he was there for his career. Was it longer than Terry's career? I know
Who's
towards the end
Ben's?
of Terry's career, like
Yeah.
yeah, because at the end of my dad, because he was a Steelers fan, he was telling me, he goes, dude, at the end of Terry's career, we were like, get him out. Like it was just not happening anymore. So Ben, easy. Bettis, I can't argue that one. And then Levon Kirkland.
So as a kid,
This is okay. Pick a non-fan favorite.
Yeah, like
okay,
that was
you want
clearly
a
a fan
non-fan favorite?
What? Pause. Terry Bradshaw was in for 14 seasons.
Okay.
So Ben was 18, right?
And he had more.
Yeah,
So
18.
he had. You could say he had more successful seasons than Terry did, because you're talking the last few of Terry's
then, yeah,
were
yeah.
not great,
Yeah, Ben was much more successful.
and he had a
I'm
quicker
sure.
start than Terry as well.
So you just want somebody that changed the team?
Well, that's
basically?
what-
that
that's
the
what
best
Doug
Steeler,
brought up,
the best Steeler, I guess, like the impact they had on the team. I would never say Levon Kirkland changed the franchise. He was fast. I remember always thinking, why is he so fast and so big?
Then I'll put James Harrison in there
Okay.
because you could not. Well, undrafted comes in.
Yeah.
Baltimore cut him. Thank you, Baltimore. And he made a living destroying quarterbacks' lives.
Unblockable.
The
Rookie, not rookie, defensive player of the year that 1 year, longest interception
phenomenal.
in
Yeah.
NFL
Arguably-
or Super Bowl
arguably
history.
the best play in Super Bowl history.
He ended.
Oh, I remember that game.
He
I
ended
remember
at
that,
least
watching
5
that.
Browns quarterbacks' careers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kids. That's nothing to write home about, but it's just
I mean, they weren't starting after that. That's just
yeah. No, he was so James Harrison. Okay,
okay. I'll put him in
he
there.
didn't have the
easily.
longevity.
Well,
You know what?
that was on. I think that was on the organization.
And you know what really kills it for me on him? You know what really chaps my ass?
I know
about
what
that
because
fucking
it's the
guy.
same thing that happened.
He
Yeah,
went to the Patriots.
Yes.
and
Same
won
with Juju.
and won
And
a
then he
Super
went
Bowl.
to the Bengals.
No, he did not win. I watched him walk off with confetti falling down, and he lost
Yeah, they lost that one.
to the Eagles.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, because I did
Yeah.
like that picture
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yeah. I think every Steeler fan liked that picture because
I did.
he went there just out of spite.
I was on TV for that Super
Well,
Bowl.
it was probably to go win a Super Bowl. Right?
I was on TV for that Super Bowl.
Why were you on TV?
So, I just got to Osan for my second tour in Korea.
Okay.
And you know how they like to do those
Oh,
go
yeah,
and watch
watching
the-
live.
You know, they go overseas and do that.
Oh, Yeah.
So I had just got there and they're like, yo, we got another Super Bowl pass. They only gave out so many. They're like, do you want to go? And I was like, sure. It was like at 2 a.m. because of the time change and everything. And we went to this big hangar and they had like the jets all pretty and everything in the back. Whatchamacallit? What was that super famous skier? He was an Olympic. Apollo Ono.
He's a
Apollo
skater,
Ono?
right?
Yeah. He was there. I took a picture with
Speed
him,
skater?
met him.
Speed skater.
Yeah, I met him.
Really?
Took a picture. Yeah,
That's
and then when
cool.
the camera's going through the middle, Caitlin still has a video of me, like they're watching at home on NBC, and they see me just like, like yelling.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. So, yeah, it was cool because they're back home. They got to see me on TV.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, when someone goes to a game, they're like, hey,
I was at
I'll
the game.
tell you if I see you on camera. And
That's
then
freaking
that actually
awesome.
happened over there. So that was cool. I got hammered.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
but
surprising.
Okay, so what? Yeah. Oh, wow. How's it feel? How's it feel to get attacked?
okay, but then your other one, Heath Miller.
I love
Loved
Heath Miller.
Heath, but he was
Top
He
4
was
Steeler
Mr.
of all time.
Until-
Mr. Dependable. He
Until
was.
right now, until this guy, old Muth.
I would say he's more dependable than Muth.
Until right now, though, how many tight ends did we have to go through trying to find somebody? I mean, Jesse James filled in a little bit until
we
they
had high hopes for him. Didn't
until they
we?
robbed him against the Patriots.
We had. Oh yeah, I was in Korea for that game.
That was a catch.
Yep.
I
That
mean,
was the same year of the Super Bowl that I was on TV.
I mean, top 4 Steeler of all time.
Right.
Yeah, you say he's dependable and you can
Yeah.
always count on him, but
So is the
Just
old Chevy in
throw
the
it.
driveway. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't
Well-
put it on the top truck list. Of them.
Who's beside my signed Ben jersey on my wall? Heath Miller.
Right, and that's why
That's-
we're saying it's a fan favorite. We're not saying
Yeah.
great. I love how you have your favorite players that we all do, but I would never say. Ironically, his favorite player is one of the greatest Steelers of all time. I don't think anyone.
wait, Heath Miller's your favorite all time?
He's
No.
one of my favorites.
One of,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I wouldn't
Sorry.
say that he like Mount Rushmore like best Steelers of all time. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
There's so many other ones.
Well, I would say you have Mount Rushmore, but then you have like Troy hugging Mount Rushmore because he just covers
So we're
everything.
changing the rules.
Hell
Yeah.
You like that? Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I like
So-
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't agree, but okay.
Well, I
To
mean,
each their
You
own.
made a spot. You
Deontay
made a
Johnson.
spot.
Oh, damn.
I'm not getting. I got so much
I
crap
know.
about that at work.
you just don't want to agree with me.
I'm sure.
Like people came in my office mad. Like people that work for me, and they're like, "You have the audacity to talk about Deontay Johnson like that." And I'm like, "Okay, shut up."
We're back.
Yeah.
Yep.
You,
Got
you
him.
know, I was playing
Got
Madden
him.
last night, and Pickens did so much better than Johnson.
I know what you're doing.
So much better.
You're trying to get me riled up. It's not going to work. I just wanted to talk about the
No, that was a
reactions
compliment.
from the fans.
That's a compliment.
He did. He's better.
Because of Madden.
Yeah, because of Madden.
It's one of many pieces to the puzzle. Just one of many. But yeah,
Oh man.
could you do a Steelers one?
I did.
Yeah, he
Oh,
said
you
Mean
did.
Joe.
Yeah.
But that
I was pretty much identical to.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Picks up a little
Okay.
habit in Vegas, I guess.
All right, and then I think what else we talked predictions for the year.
Oh
where
snap!
we want to go. Yeah, I
That
mean,
was in the text group. We'd said predictions.
yeah. That was
You
your
said
idea.
it.
That was your
I did?
idea.
Well, last week he already said 16-0, so you know. And you
Yeah.
want to give us
That's
Cowboys
easy.
fans
Damn.
a hard
I
time.
don't think we should do predictions.
I didn't agree. I even said in that
We can-
podcast that you apparently listened to 3 times.
Yeah, yes.
I told you I agreed, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not a thing. 16-0. I think we're dude. It makes it hard our division.
It's way too early to predict the season.
That's why they're the way too early prediction.
This
That's
is-
what we
this
can
is
call
what it
that. The
is, the
way,
way
too
too
early.
early.
You
prediction.
always got to do the way too early.
Yeah,
you know?
college football does it. We
Jeez.
can do it. I think
I gotta pull up the schedule. I'm on the schedule,
God.
but the opponents.
See, I'm going to upset every Steelers fan that listens to this because what I'm about to say. I don't even want to say it.
But the good news is that it's the way too early. So you
Right.
you can just.
I can bounce
push that
back
off.
from it and say that
Yeah.
was way too early. I was just throwing that out there. So I think
stay
the
tuned
division,
for the too early.
You're right. Too early's next, and then after that, the legit ones where we actually put in a pot of money or whatever else.
Yeah.
But our division makes it really hard. I think the Bengals are winning the division. DJ,
Not gonna happen.
He doesn't agree.
I
No,
can't.
he
I
hates
can't
it.
even.
I didn't even have to look at him. I didn't even have to look at
I
him.
got
They don't even have a
irritated.
top 20 quarterback in the Bengals.
Yeah, I got
right.
irritated as soon as I saw him. I'm like, bro, okay,
That's right.
all right. Anyhow, I can't even look at you when I say this. All right, Bengals are going to win the division. I don't even think I need to go into why I think that. That's not even way too early. That'll probably be across the board. I hope
agree.
it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. I think they're going to win. I don't think that we have to worry about the Ravens.
No, they're gonna slowly have to rebuild some things.
I don't think I have to worry about that. None of us do. And we always, even whenever we have one of the worst teams and they have one of the best teams, we always seem to pull off at least 1-1 against them. You know, this is where it's gonna come. You guys are just gonna lose. You're gonna lose it. I think the Browns are gonna. I don't know if they're gonna beat the Steelers. I think the Steelers will beat the Browns. I think the AFC, too early predictions, way too early. The AFC North is going to have 3 teams in the playoffs. Doug's bold predictions. You heard it here first. Folks.
Well, I mean, that would
There's
make
no way.
sense since they have 3 of the top 5 quarterbacks in the AFC. Quoting Doug.
Ravens aren't going to have Lamar, so they only have 2 now.
Well,
Who's gonna have Lamar?
nobody else
Oh,
wants
that's right.
Lamar either.
That's right. I'm like, who the hell? Is
I
he talking
said
about?
right now.
I
I
thought
Nobody
said
else
right-
wants Lamar.
I said right now because of his price tag.
He wants a trade.
That's
No one's called.
He's
picking up
going to
the phone
play
to call.
somewhere.
He
You,
needs an
got to
agent.
say that would be naive to say he's not going to play somewhere.
Where do you think he's gonna play?
I don't know.
I
don't
think
know.
it'd be ideal with Washington. We talked about that
Yep.
about a month ago.
Right.
It would be helpful if our team picked up the phone and said, "Hey, what is the asking price here?"
Yeah.
Like our team, anybody.
It'll happen.
I'm sure it's happened.
Right. He's gotten phone calls. He doesn't have an agent. It's pretty
Yeah.
easy.
He's like, oh,
They probably hit him up on Twitter. Yo, hey, bro. Yo, shoot us an email. Let us
Yeah,
know.
maybe we could have him come on our podcast and talk about where he's going next.
Does Lamar?
Yeah.
Do we need to get him a job? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Lamar,
Yeah, he can
shout
back
out
up
Lamar.
Kenny.
Come on our podcast. Let us know what your thoughts are.
Maybe his phone's like auto screening calls. Like, oh
It could
man,
be,
missed
yeah.
it.
Oh.
There goes Atlanta.
I'll call them back later.
I mean,
So-
Hoyer has a team now, so I mean, it's not crazy.
He's coaching, right?
No, he's playing for the Raiders now. They signed him to a 2-year contract.
I thought he was coaching.
No, he's playing for the Raiders this year.
That
That's how much
man.
faith they have in Jimmy G.
Well, it's McDaniel's.
That's because he's glass.
It's the Las Vegas Patriots at this point.
Yeah. Didn't they? Who did they get? Amendola for coaching?
Okay, so that's who's coaching.
Yes. Yeah, they got Amendola, and then they obviously got,
Got Hoyer.
McDaniels. Now they got Hoyer.
Next year they'll get Matt Patricia.
Oh, God.
Did you
Maybe
guys-
they'll make him an offensive coordinator,
Yeah.
too.
Did you guys hear about John Elway?
I did.
Yeah,
I saw it
He
today.
left.
That's surprising.
He's older.
I think it's good.
It is
I
good
think
for
he
them.
was trash at getting a quarterback.
He gave her hell.
Yeah, he gave him.
Well,
Drew,
he got
Drew
Peyton
Lock.
Manning. I mean, in all things aside,
Fair
he did
enough.
get them a Super Bowl 2 appearances. It's not wild. People have done worse.
Fair enough.
I think.
Well, he was good at getting a transaction done to get Peyton Manning, but he was terrible at drafting a quarterback.
Right. But the
Which that could also.
the
be.
Manning
then he-
thing
and then he
wasn't a
executed it.
bust.
Depends on.
And he executed another transaction at getting Russell Wilson.
That.
Yeah, didn't he?
Who thought that was going to go wrong, though?
Honestly, I think this year is going to be phenomenal for them. I think
Well,
they're going to do.
I'm
really
just
good.
saying, you're talking last year. You know how many people
It
were
better.
saying the Broncos were going to win the division because they had him?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think everyone was just as surprised by that.
It better because everyone put that entire season on Hackett. So
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
right.
if it doesn't go well this year,
They have too good of a team.
I feel like
they
they.
said
They
last
have-
year.
I know,
Yeah,
but I feel like they
that's
were
just-
better
that's
than
that
their
piece.
record. They were better than their record.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
And,
feel
and
they
that.
were-
that's that piece that they were missing was that coaching. They need some kind of coaching. Sean Payton's going to bring it.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot they got him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah, it
honestly,
changes
I could
things,
see them
yeah.
being like the top 2 in the AFC at the end of the year.
That's going to be a huge game changer.
That's my
They-
too early prediction.
But my way too early prediction for the Steelers is
Yeah, let's go back to that. Sorry.
they're going to come in number 2. They're going to
Under
come in
the
number
Bengals.
2. Bengals, Steelers, and then the Browns. And the Browns, because they got Watson in there, he's going to shake off the rust. You could shake off rust. He didn't have enough time to do it.
Yeah, but you need.
He's
a
in
good
the
team to shake
system
it off
now.
with.
Are they not the number 1 rushing team in the NFL? That can make it. Look what it did for Jimmy G for years in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Just saying, a running game can change a lot of things, and if they give him the right pieces and everything, I think that team's gonna.
Yeah.
I think the Browns. I mean, they just do Browns things. I'm not
Every
saying they're
year.
gonna do good in the playoffs. I think they're gonna make it.
Every year they're about week 6.
You know what I mean?
And then they
Well,
just go,
hopefully they don't
"Well."
play us in the playoffs.
Yeah,
That's all I ask for.
yeah.
They
We got a pretty good record against them in the playoffs.
We have a pretty good record against them, period. But
Yeah.
they get to about week 7 as a complete team, and then something happens, and they just start.
The run game.
And then
gets
we're
tired.
like, oh, there's Cleveland.
They get
kidding.
tired.
I'm
Well,
just
I mean, yeah. I think Steelers are finishing
So
11-6.
I can see that.
11-6.
We play some, I think we,
do you want the opponents?
yeah.
So for the home games, we obviously have our division.
Yep.
Ravens, Bengals,
Right.
Browns.
All right.
Then it goes Cardinals, Packers, Jaguars, Patriots, San Fran, and the Titans.
We're
That's
good.
all for home.
We're good.
I don't think we win the Jags game,
We win it.
the Niners game,
We win it.
the Packers game.
We
That
win
all
it.
depends on
We win
how
it.
the
They don't
rest
have a
of this
quarterback,
offseason
Bob.
goes, yeah.
They got Love in there.
Yeah. I don't,
He's never started a season.
And then I think we have a draw with our division. I think it's 3-3.
Right. Because we usually do. But this year, Doug's bold prediction, I think we're going 4-2 in the division.
Beating.
We're beating. Oh, now you say that changes everything. It was in my mind. Just the number sounded really good.
You're thinking we beat
everybody.
Baltimore twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
We beat
And then the
Baltimore
Bengals
twice. Bengals once.
Browns once.
No. I think we lose to the Bengals twice.
Mm.
We beat the Browns twice, and we beat the Ravens twice.
We should have lost to the Bengals twice last year.
Yes, sir.
We got real.
It was rough.
We got so lucky.
Yeah.
That game was terrible to
Yep.
watch. All right, so 11-6. And you, which games for the home that you thought we'd win? All of
Packers,
them?
Packers, Niners, Jags. Who else?
Cardinals, Pats,
Win it.
Titans.
Win it.
So we're gonna win all of those.
We
9.
I hate playing
every
the,
home game. We're gonna win.
might lose to the Patriots.
I hate playing the Patriots in Pittsburgh. It's
I hate
so-
we'll
playing
go
them anytime. We lose them every
8-1 at
time we
home.
play them.
We go 8-1 at home.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
Damn, we're gonna have a rough away.
because we play a lot on the West Coast, and we are not usually that great
We
on the West
suck on the
Coast.
Golden
We are
Coast.
terrible. Yeah, we're gonna lose to the Raiders.
Every time.
Yeah,
Oh, we beat them this year.
awful.
We beat them this
It-
year.
at home.
Yeah, it was a
It was
home
on
game, huh?
Christmas. DJ was supposed to come over for a nice little dinner. He never showed.
You were supposed to come here for a nice little dinner.
Either way, it wasn't. Either way,
No, we never agreed on that.
we did.
No,
we
you had
didn't.
your plans. I had
Yeah,
my plans, and
yeah.
that's just how.
Either way, it
unfolded.
wasn't nice and calm, no matter how you
Oh
cut
God, I almost died.
Oh, it was
We
so
did
close.
die.
It was
Like
on the last
Yeah.
second
it.
touchdown.
I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
collapsed like right there.
Pickens, baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was rough.
Yeah,
All right, so the away teams division. Then you got Texans, Colts, Raiders, Rams, and the Seahawks.
We lose to the Seahawks. We lose
Man,
to.
I don't want to lose the Seahawks. That's the game we're all going to go to.
Oh yeah, we are going. Are we still?
as soon as the
we
schedule
are
comes out.
absolute. I'm going. You guys better go.
Oh yeah, no. Whenever we do it, we have
Even
to
I'm
get
going.
seats next
Yeah.
to each other. We got to get seats.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
We'll
down.
bring our mics and everything. No, I'm just kidding.
We could record some of the
We're
parts of
gonna
the
hook them up
reactions.
to the seats in front.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
one of them
Just
selfie sticks.
We're gonna bring them next. Guys, we're only 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not even our seats, guys. We got a podcast. It's kind of a big deal. Let's get a selfie stick.
So Seahawks,
All right.
we're losing to. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how. I think it depends on how early we play them. Hopefully, you play them early when they're not really meshing yet, because they did catch fire towards the end.
I think the opposite. I think they tailed off a little bit.
Yeah, they did. They started off.
But they had a
pretty
lot of
good.
changes. I
Geno
think.
Smith became Geno Smith of old, from what I remember.
Yeah,
Right.
they got that sweet contract.
Right.
He got paid.
Yes, sir.
So we need
Oh,
that
so
one
now
to
he's gonna
keep
do
going in
bad.
the beginning of the season.
Well, that's a
you
good
think
way of
so, or
looking at it.
maybe he's
Geno Smith got paid.
he's rejuvenated. I
Maybe.
think the Rams were going to lose too, because I think this year for the Rams was a fluke. Their season was a fluke. Like, it was just weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was just
like a
weird.
Super Bowl
But I
slump.
also don't think they fully recover.
Oh, okay, that's a hot take.
Yeah, I don't think they fully recover.
They're right
they
in the
lost.
middle.
They lost Ramsey. I don't think. I think Stafford gets. Obviously he gets a year older.
He had a year.
Cup got hurt.
Cup's old though. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No.
I was thinking
He just
Thielen in
looks
my head.
old.
I don't know.
Yeah.
White receivers.
And he's
You know
so
how
he
that
was
goes.
so dynamic
Yeah.
for them.
Wes Welker.
And he got hurt.
Yeah.
So I think
Depends on who's come
I
back.
do think that they improved, but they're not going to be as dominant as they were.
I know. I just feel like because we're playing in LA, we're gonna.
We
West
should go to that
Coast.
game too.
Huh?
We should go to that game too.
I don't know
See,
how much money you think
Being,
I made.
being
do
in
wanna see
Alaska,
SoFi.
being in Alaska, this is
That's
what
what
you
that.
gotta.
What that stadium's
gotta
called, right?
dive into. Yeah,
So
you're
if I,
correct.
yeah, I want to see that
Yeah,
stadium.
we really
I
want
saw
to
it.
go to
I
all these
saw it.
games.
It looks.
You got to hit all the West Coast games because it's so expensive to fly all the way to
mean,
the East Coast.
That's
It's
true.
expensive to
Unless
do what
people
you
want
just
to,
said.
yeah, let's just do a GoFundMe.
Oh, yeah,
Send us to the
yeah.
Steelers. games.
GoFundMe, we're setting it up, guys. Shout out Cold as Steel.
Yeah.
GoFundMe so we could go to all the games. I mean, if that Jenner girl can get people to donate so she could be the youngest billionaire ever, I mean, why can't we get a GoFundMe to see a
Yeah,
couple
we're going to
games?
see some football games.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back on track.
Oh, sorry.
So Raiders, we lose to. Can we just all agree on that?
Wait.
I don't think so.
No,
Oh
they're
my
going to be
God.
horrible.
They got Jimmy G. That's
They
the
got-
That's
only
the
reason.
exact
Gee.
same thing that they had.
Did you see who else they just signed? That
No.
was well.
Probably another Patriot.
Yep.
They got they're falling down, bub. You got Jimmy G. You got McDaniels. He's the captain of this battleship that's just he's running it into an iceberg right now. Like I just can't see him being good. I told one of my guys that works with me. He's from the Bay Area. He's a big Raiders fan, and he hated Derek Carr. Hated him.
Everybody.
And
I
then
don't know why.
he left, and I told him today, as a matter of fact, I said, I hope Derek Carr goes to New Orleans and has an MVP season
He can.
just to see what you guys say. But I know what you guys will say. You won't say, dang, I wish we wouldn't have let him go. You're going to say, I wish he would have played like that for us. Like it's all his fault where we're at. Like they won't accept it. They won't accept it.
He can go
My
there.
thing with the Raiders is they had a playoff team, and they didn't even sniff the playoffs last year. So
Well,
they're going to be
we put an end to that.
yeah. That'll
we
be
did.
That'll be a 50-50 shot on. I mean, if they come out looking the same like last year, then yeah, I think you guys have a shot at beating them. If they come out and they play really, really well to begin the season, and it also depends again on when they're scheduled. But
Yeah.
if they actually play up to the caliber of level of that roster, because they do have legit players. I mean, if they play to that level, then that's going to be a good team. But yeah, that coach, he ran that team in the ground last year.
He's not good.
So
All that trouble to get Adams there, then they send his best friend to
And
New
I think
Orleans.
he's upset.
Yeah,
I
they
think
did him
Adams is
dirty.
not going to be.
They got rid of Waller.
I think in his
Renfro was
head.
out.
I think in his head after Carr left, he's like, okay, well, if they get me, I'm mad, but if they get me another quarterback, I won't. Like if A-Rod comes here, I won't be as mad.
Yeah.
But then he doesn't, and he's like, okay, well, maybe they'll give me another quarterback. And then they're like, Jimmy G. And he's like, I don't, what?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
No way.
It's the same thing. No, Derek Carr's better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Derek Carr is better.
Jimmy G's shown me nothing in his career where I've been impressed in the slightest way.
Yeah.
And his knees, like you said, are made of glass. It's just something about like he can't finish. Like he's too busy partying.
Maybe.
He's one of the luckiest quarterbacks. Oh,
Vegas, baby.
that's not going to be good.
All right. So, oops. We're talking about Colts now.
Colts,
Yeah.
the Indianapolis type.
Yeah.
What about them?
We're going to win or lose.
Oh, I thought you meant the team. We're going to win. Wait,
That's
I
an
haven't
away
really. I haven't
opponent.
paid attention too much what they've done in free agency.
Who's their quarterback?
Not a lot.
Well, I mean, you got to talk about their coach. Sunday, is that what his name was?
Saturday. Yeah, it's
Sunday,
one of the
Monday.
Yeah.
He's a weekday
No,
coach.
They hired.
No, they did
They
hire
hired
somebody.
someone.
Well, I mean, that I'm saying last year they were so bad, but I'm like, oh, they're a bad team. But then think about like he hired a coach the owner hired a coach that's like, yo, we're boys, we're drinking buddies. Can you want to coach my team? I wish I had a friend, Jeremy. I wish you owned a team. We were drinking buddies on the like we did this podcast. You're like, yo, you want to come
Yeah,
coach
but-
the Texans for
But
me?
Jeff Saturday actually turned that team around last year. He
For one game versus the Raiders.
yeah.
Look what
they
he did
stepped-
against the Steelers. We were in here in shock.
I mean,
they-
that's
They
true.
stepped up
Shock.
and played last year for that guy. I mean,
Fair enough.
I didn't know the game was over because in my head, because I looked away and I was talking to you guys, and there's no way in my mind he would have not called the timeout and made
Yeah.
the decision he did. And you guys are like, you guys are cheering. I'm like, what happened? No play
Yeah.
has happened.
Yeah.
And you're like, we won. And I'm like, impossible.
We were calling
They-
a timeout for him. We're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we were.
yeah. I mean, yeah. He got that team to step up and play last year because they were dead in the water. They weren't doing anything at all for Frank Wright.
They're going to draft a quarterback, obviously. Because I didn't see them get
I
anybody.
don't know who they're going to pick.
Yeah, I didn't see them get anybody after Matt Ryan left, got cut.
Matt
One of
Ryan.
the two.
Oh, yeah. Who knows where he's at.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for him. He went from so good to so not good so fast. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback just
Yeah.
crash in such a short amount of time.
Matt Ryan is like when a fighter gets knocked out and just can't recover.
Chuck Liddell.
Well, he was also really old. When
He
that
was
happened.
really old. You're
But-
right.
But when they get
Yeah, Matt
knocked
Ryan's
out and they
old.
just can't recover, when they lost that Super Bowl, I feel he just wasn't the
He
same.
lost this
Right,
sport.
but before that, he was always a Pro Bowl top tier
He
quarterback
was.
up until, and then MVP were like, "What's next
But
for
when
this
they,
guy?"
when they lost that Super Bowl that in that fashion, giving up that big of a lead that late in the game,
Was it the team around him though? I can't say you put that Super Bowl on him because offensively they scored enough points to
Yeah.
win
but
that
they did
game.
nothing in that second
Nope.
half.
Not one.
Sure. I mean, but he's not the
Not
only
one.
one. He's not the only one.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
not all on him. But when you're the
You're saying
quarterback,
it crushed him.
yeah, I think it's like when you're a boxer and you get hit and you're out.
Like you push that button.
you get put to sleep, and you just can't recover from it.
Yeah. I suppose, yeah. He just fell down. Yeah, I think unless they do some drastic stuff, or if the Steelers do their regular thing that we do, we play down to our competition. We do that.
It could be a trap game.
We do that all the time. But
All
no,
Steelers.
there's
If it's
no-
a
there's
bad team, it's a trap game for the Steelers.
Yeah.
We always do that, and it kills me.
Again, I mean, if you guys, that could be a blessing for you guys if that's like the first game of the year or second. You know,
Yeah.
you guys come out of the gate hot.
I'm sure
a team like that.
they'll open us against Cleveland probably.
Mhm.
I don't know. The
It's
last
always
2
in a
years, the last 2
division
years, they
opponent.
put us against early. Last year was the Bengals. We beat them. The year before that, the Bills.
And we beat
That's
we
right.
beat them. And everyone was like, "What?
this year will be the Chiefs.
Yeah, that was
And-
freaking.
Give us the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Give us the Chiefs."
Give us-
Beat 'em.
no, we don't need that. Houston got Texans on an away game.
yeah, I'm not.
Beatable.
Who's their quarterback
I-
now?
They don't have Davis
Mills, right?
Mills.
Who's that?
They got the second pick. In
I'm
the
sure he's
draft.
good.
They got the second
Yeah.
pick in the draft, so they'll have either
Stroud.
Stroud, likely Stroud,
Or Young.
Who's the kid from Florida?
Or Young.
Or the kid from Kentucky?
I
Will
think it's
Will
gonna,
Levis.
I think it's going to be
Yeah,
Young or-
Levi. Levi, is it Levis or
I don't know. I
Levi's?
say Levis. Oh.
Oh, I mean,
I think it's
Probably
gonna be-
Levi.
I think
Levi's.
Young or Stroud's going to go 1 and
Yeah.
2.
Hmm.
That's my guess.
okay, I could see all of that. for sure. Okay. What?
So
who
you're
else?
8-1 at home, and then you got losing to Seahawks.
No, I changed my mind.
Okay.
This sounds a lot like 16-0.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
scared of
Yeah.
right now. That I'm scared of going down this road right now.
I just need the schedule in front of me so
Well,
I
we
can
don't
just
have
like
it yet.
win, lose. Well, we're
Like actual, but
Yeah, we just have the opponents.
Yeah,
but
we
we
just
don't
have
have
the
the
opponents.
dates, and that's
See,
what's hard. Is like in
you know,
December
now,
we're better.
Now you
In
know how
September,
it's
we're
like.
good.
You get,
October,
you
we're
get
not.
confident. You believe in your team, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know.
am I saying this right?
Every Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are we
You
saying
got-
We're going
Hey,
to the
this
Super
is
Bowl.
our year?
Hey,
Is that
you
the
got
right
them
way
right
to do
where
it?
you want them.
Yeah.
You got them
We
right
got 'em.
where you want them.
Right. We said that so many times last year. Right where we want them.
Mm-hmm. That was the
Bills game.
2022 motto.
The Bills game. Right where
Oh
we
my
want
God,
them.
yeah, 38-3.
5.
Oh, 7, 8.
Doug's trying to do math.
Yeah.
Give him a minute.
5 and 5. 7 and 5.
Oh boy.
I hear 5.
Yeah, 7, 5, 6 and 5. I think he picked out his losses. Now he's confusing himself.
I did. What did I say initially?
11 and 6, right?
Yeah.
11 and 7.
No, you said 11
you
and 6.
said 11 and 6.
Oh, 11 and 6. Yeah,
what makes
I'm
it-
standing by it. I'm
18
standing
there's
by it.
18
Write it down.
weeks.
Kelly, write it down. 11 and 6.
One by.
No, go
11
ahead.
and
Right.
6.
We'll do
Yeah,
too early.
11 and
Write
6.
that-
Way too
All right.
early
We'll
predictions.
We'll revisit it.
We'll revisit it. 11 and 6. All right, go on there.
Okay.
Steven.
So division, we're going 3 and 3. We're winning 3, losing 3. We're gonna beat the Cardinals.
You got to keep math in your head. It gets hard.
Okay.
I just
Beat the
screwed that up.
Packers, so we're 5 and 3. We're gonna lose to the Jags, 5 and 4. Win against the Patriots. That's gonna be such a good game because Juju's gonna be coming back.
I know, but we
I
can't
wasn't
cheer
even
for
in my
him.
factoring in my
Damn, that's gonna
head.
suck,
We
but it's gonna
can't
be.
cheer for him.
I would like to see it. We need to win that game, but I would love to see him score. So we're winning against the Patriots. Well, that's 6 and 4.
Thirsty?
I think
Right beer in there.
is what I was saying. Losing against the Niners, 6 and 5.
I called Niners as a loss.
Titans game we're gonna win 7 and 5. Houston we're winning 8 and 5. Colts we're gonna win 9 and 5. Raiders we're gonna lose 9 and 6.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna lose the Raiders. We always do.
We beat them
What's-
last year.
what's
What do you
gonna
mean
suck?
always?
Yeah, at home
Yeah.
we're going to the West Coast.
Fucking-
We are bad there.
Bruce Gronkowski.
Now you made me lose count.
Terrell
Sorry.
Pryor.
Lose the Raiders. Win against the Rams and Seahawks.
So what is
I
that?
think that's 11 and 6. I think I'm spot on with you, if I'm not mistaken.
DJ, go ahead.
Can I
You
see
want
this?
this?
Yep, that
Pass
helps
it
a
down.
lot.
I'm excited about your.
All right.
And we're not helping you with the math because none
So
of us
11 and
got
6.
help.
11 and 6.
I'm a plumber.
Kelly?
What the hell does
12
that
and
have
5
to do with
is what
math?
mine was. Okay.
What
12
does
and
that
5.
have to do
then.
with math?
So I'm
Thanks
just a
for the
plumber. I
help.
suck at math.
Oh, I thought it meant like
those
I thought
list-
you were gonna hit me with I do math every day. I'm a plumber.
No, I said
Oh.
suck at math. Anyways. All right, we're going to sweep the Browns. I'm just getting out of the way.
Wait, I said that too.
And then we're going to split.
Wow.
Then we'll split the Bengals and the Ravens.
Do you think we're going to lose both games of the Ravens?
No, so we'll split those ones.
Split.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll split. We're going to sweep the Browns
Okay.
and then split the other ones.
I feel it. Okay. Yeah. No, you're right.
We'll beat the Cardinals. We'll beat the Texans. We'll lose to Green Bay.
We're going to lose to Jordan. What's his name? Love? Something Love?
Jordan Love.
Jordan
Played
Love.
at Utah State, if I'm not mistaken.
It's their run game that gets me.
Nah, we can freaking trap Aaron Jones. That's fine.
Can we?
Yeah. Absolutely.
We
Yeah.
don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We haven't seen
No,
our
we
new
got
core.
Watt, Highsmith.
I'm worried about their
Hayward.
tight ends. That's who I'm worried about. Every team's tight ends.
Yeah, we need to.
We don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. We'll lose to Jacksonville. We don't play them well.
What is the deal with you guys thinking they are so good?
It's not.
Jacksonville is.
No,
Okay,
they
okay.
are not.
But we just do not play good against them first.
Did you
We
say
play down.
watch?
Watch.
Okay.
No, we play down.
Okay, Kelly, write that down too.
Watch.
I'll watch.
The Broncos and the Jaguars will be the.
There's two.
They'll be. Jaguars are going to win the division. The Broncos will not because the Chiefs will again, but they will be like one game behind the Chiefs.
What about the Chargers, Bob?
Not worried about them.
I
Eckler's
think
not
the
even gonna
Chargers.
play hard
I think
anymore.
the Chargers are better than the Jaguars.
Yeah, I do too.
Nope.
Sure. I
Nope.
love the thought he
Look
put
at the
into that.
playoff.
I
Okay.
don't think so.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Okay.
I have us losing 5. Green Bay, Jacksonville. It's gonna kill me. Patriots,
Yeah,
Tennessee.
you gotta call that as a loss.
Tennessee. I'm calling Tennessee as a wild card because you just don't know.
You don't know any of
Where's
them.
Derrick Henry? He's going to
well,
Cowboys.
that's exactly it. We don't know. So I'm
It's a
just,
rumor.
that's a wild card loss, and it's gonna suck if we're there when it happens. But Seahawks, it's hard to. It's gonna be
That's a hard stadium.
hard to win there,
Yeah.
and that'll be a lot of our guys' first time traveling to the West Coast for those kind of games. This West Coast is, I don't like it, but I think we will knock off the Raiders because of Jimmy G, and the Rams don't really scare me unless Aaron Donald gets his hands on our boy. Then it could be bad.
Yeah.
So you're saying 12-5?
Yeah,
Okay. For different reasons, but sure. Jeremy.
So no, we got our Steelers schedule. Let's see.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have the Cowboys schedule?
Cowboys one because we got enough input on
Did
that.
you already have it ready?
I'm looking at it. I'm thinking 12-5.
The Cowboys
Yeah. So
winning
I
the
think,
Super Bowl
Yeah. Always.
always.
So we're gonna go 5-1 in the division.
It's a bold statement.
Man, you're gonna
beat the
who are you? You're gonna lose the Eagles and beat the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Sweep the
in
Giants, sweep the
in
Washington
the last
Redskins.
2 years,
Commanders.
we're 11-1 in our division. So
yeah, you guys got that. Well,
yeah,
Well-
I see that. I see that continuing.
Wait, you said you're what in the last 2 years?
11-1.
I
No,
think
you're
the
not.
Giants beat you once.
Yeah.
Or, I'm
No,
sorry.
the Redskins
Or no,
beat
sorry,
you guys last year and
sorry,
the Eagles.
10-2.
I'm sorry, the Commanders.
Yeah, the
I
Commanders.
said the same thing.
Yeah, that last.
Sorry.
that last. game.
Shout out Commanders. I love your new team name.
But yeah, I see us outside of the division losing to the Jets
Ooh, hot take.
because I do feel like they're going to get that deal done
Of course.
eventually,
They have to now.
sometime soon, possibly. The Bills, because they've got
top 5 quarterback.
Hmm.
in the NFL, not just the AFC, but the NFL.
I
I think we're going to lose to Detroit and the Chargers.
Detroit.
Detroit is
Are you
on
calling
the
that
up,
a trap
man.
game?
I'm
That's
excited.
not a trap game at
I
all.
think Detroit came on hot last year. We beat them last year. If we would have played them at the end of the year last year, I think we lose that game.
Well, you lost to the Commanders last year at the end of the year, so that's fair.
Detroit's not a trap game by any means.
No, it's gonna be tough for them.
They got a good
Covering
coach.
without Jamal
They got a
Williams,
good
though.
They
coach.
got a good coach. They also have a good team.
If
There's just it's messy, but it's there kind of thing. Like it's coming together.
No, they've got a solid team. So, and then the Chargers, they've got a solid team as well. So, 12-5.
Wow. 12-5.
all right, 12
okay.
and 5.
12 and
5, 11 and 6.
Well, now, but you're on the podcast, so you gotta pick the Steelers as well. You got to give it the outside. You're the outsider's take.
All right, let me see.
Oh, geez, he
Where's
has
it
it.
out? Okay, that's fair.
Down the line.
Down the line.
Down the
Yeah.
You
line.
gotta
Down the
get
line.
shirts made that say
See,
that.
down
Down
the
the
line.
line.
We definitely need
It's
that.
PP time.
We do need those pitching power.
Pigeon power. PP
We need a
time.
lot of shirts.
Yeah. Wait, we're gonna be famous.
Yeah.
Obviously.
All right, I agree with the 3-3 within the division.
Always seems to be, not always, but seems to be close to that each year.
I think we are like 2 games ahead of the Ravens because It's so even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you guys sweep the Browns, split with the Ravens, and get swept by the Bengals.
Yes, sir.
Is how I see it playing out.
Okay.
You take the Texans, the Colts. So what am I at? 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
5-3.
You're doing math for him?
The Titans. I think you
Figured
guys
I'd
take
help
the
him.
Titans. Who's the Niners quarterback?
The Niners
Oh.
quarterback? They haven't really determined
Brock
yet, but I'm
Purdy.
sure it's Purdy.
Yeah, but he's
They got to be
having,
flipping a coin.
He's
yeah,
having
his surgery.
Yeah.
Tommy
That's a long
John.
recovery
Yep.
too.
Yeah, so
Unless you're,
No, it's Trey Lance. Trey Lance
Yeah,
is going
Trey
to
Lance
start.
is
Trey
again.
Lance is. I can't say they're
He-
moving on from him.
I thought
No,
I
he's
thought
freaking- he's gonna be
they're
good.
trading him.
If they do, that's stupid.
I
Because I,
could
think
see
he's going to be good.
I could see it both ways. I could see them putting their investment in, but I could also see him like he's still valuable as a trade, and we've seen what Purdy has done, and also that's the same surgery that Ben Roethlisberger came off of at a much older age and was still able to throw the football. So I mean, it may not affect it too
Yeah,
much.
but-
It's not pitching.
I don't think it'll affect it, but when can he even come back in and play? Isn't it like,
week 6 maybe.
I don't know. I know it was a long
All
recovery.
right, so the Texans, Colts, right? That's what I said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Titans, Cardinals. I think you guys take care of business with the Cardinals.
I like the way you
I
said
think
that.
Watt is going to
I like the way you
throw
said
a little
that.
Murray around.
Yeah.
Calamari.
We understood.
The Rams and the Raiders, I think, are L's. The Jaguars, Patriots are wins.
Oh, he gave us the Patriots.
I gave this one.
You give someone against the Patriots?
So that leaves
Bold
me
move,
with the
Cotton.
Niners
Very
and the
bold.
Seahawks, right?
You talked about the Niners. Oh, no, you just talked about their quarterback.
Yeah.
You're at 9 wins now.
Yeah. Those are both West. No. Yeah. I think you guys take care of the Niners at home, lose the Seahawks on the road.
That's a bold statement.
So 10-7.
Yep.
Okay. We're all pretty
10-7.
close. So we got 12-5, 12-5, 11-6, 10-7.
I mean, the NFC South, that still wins the division.
So we're in the middle. They're on the. Each one's on the end of where we think we're going to end up. Then, so that's cool. I like it.
And I say we revisit it after the draft and see.
Smart.
I think we
And
hit
that's
the draft
the early,
and
too
the-
early.
That's the early.
That's the early
That's the early.
predictions.
This is the way too early.
Well, so when do we do
We're gonna do it 3
the on
times.
time
And then like after preseason?
after preseason? So right before week 1, that's when we do
when
the
we know like
the
who's been
season
cut.
predictions.
Fair
Yeah, 'cause,
enough.
right after. What are they down to 3 weeks now for preseason, or they still do 4 weeks?
I think it's
Thought it
down to
was
3
Okay,
permanently
so
now.
week 3, that's probably when the Jets will announce the trade for Aaron Rodgers. So then we can finally go ahead and say like what we think.
I read some today that San Fran already has a package ready in case the Jets decide to like officially pull
No
out.
way.
They're willing to give up 3 third-round picks, a first-round pick, and a player.
Who's ready to do that?
San Fran.
They're freaking.
what?
What
Aaron
picks
Rodgers.
do they have left? They gave them
I
all to
have- They're gonna-
McCaffrey.
No, years. They're ready. They're ready to do it.
So
if
they're
the Jets officially say no, we're not going, then San Fran.
So they're
is gonna
throwing
take
away their
it.
farm system
Why don't they just try that now?
I don't know.
Yeah,
because they're trying to.
Make New York do something. I
Yeah,
guess. I
they're
don't
just
know.
trying to like stir the pot
I don't know
think-
about that.
because it's in
That'd be
tight. Because
silly.
Aaron Rodgers would go there because he's from there.
he's from there. I think the only because they can't talk to Aaron Rodgers, right? To my understanding, they cannot talk to him to try to like negotiate a.
No, because
No.
he's
No,
restricted.
they just
Right.
talked to Pat McAfee and then and he passes
Right.
the info along. To
So like the
Rodgers.
only reason why they wouldn't pull the trigger on that is the fact that he wouldn't have a long-term deal signed up with them.
How many years does he have left with the Packers?
One.
So it's obviously has to be a trade,
Yeah.
which is going to happen. We are pretty sure it's the Jets. We don't know.
I mean, that's the only team that's left. And that's the only team that's been linked that's left.
I think once Jimmy G went to the Raiders, that kind of solidified that.
Once all the other pieces moved, it kind of squashed that. Who went to Tampa? Anyone?
Some no-namer. Oh, no. Yeah, it was some no-namer. This is feeling dangerous.
Bro, they're going to pick up Lamar.
Baker Mayfield.
Did you say-
Oh, yeah, Baker. He
Did you
was
say no namer? Come on, man.
Yeah.
I like Baker Mayfield
I like his commercials.
at home.
Yeah,
Baker.
that's all
It's
he
awesome.
said.
Yeah, like I was like, I don't want to hate you, but I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Baker Mayfield has almost identical career stats as your guys' beloved backup.
Mason?
There ain't no way that's true.
No.
What back?
Mitch.
Oh, Mitch. Beloved.
Hey, I like.
He was week 1, and then it was like, okay, this guy's not it. No, throw him in the trash.
But yeah.
Get
No,
him
it's
out of
just
here.
They're just that bad. They're just
Yeah.
not good.
No-namer.
Baker played for the Browns. You
Well,
got to give him that.
Yeah, so
Anyhow, I
played
think
for
we've.
the Rams, too.
He was
one good
throwing the
game.
ball to Landry and Beckham for the Browns.
I like
with
Baker
with
Mayfield.
the number 1 rushing offense.
It wasn't like he was throwing it to no names.
Yeah, he had the team around.
He had
him.
a squad.
Yeah, he
Dude,
did.
that
He had
bad.
a great line.
He did horrible.
He didn't do that bad.
He did
Not
horrible.
too good, buddy.
He did better than any other Browns quarterback in the past 15 years.
That's not a high
That's not-
benchmark.
yeah.
Yeah.
You, all
But
you
it
gotta
is
do is
for
win
Browns
2
fans.
games. You just
Yeah.
gotta win 2 games. You just double the amount of wins. they
Wants to
normally
hype
get.
up Baker Mayfield, but wants
like
to tear
Baker
down Joe
Mayfield.
Burrow. I don't. What's the logic here?
I like Baker Mayfield.
That's what it was. He
Fandom.
likes him. Fandom.
Okay.
But anyhow, I think we got to go.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
Right.
It's a good
But
episode.
anyhow, first video podcast of Cold as Steel. Appreciate it. I almost was smiling. I was like, "Who are you waving to?" Not used to the camera, but appreciate you guys tuning in.
The Cowboy fans.
YouTube,
Yeah.
don't do that.
The one
YouTube,
watching, that'll
subscribe. Check out our video. Spotify. The link will be in the post. Let us know what you think in the comments. And yeah, that's all I got. You guys got anything?
be you. Follow us on Instagram. Cold as Steel, AK.
Facebook,
Drop
Instagram.
a like. Drop
Cool,
a follow.
cool. All right, y'all have a good week.
Bye.